Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed building video. So in today's video it's going to be something a little bit different. So I know that I've said before that I would never do custom content in my builds, because I just want it to be easy for you to download this and you don't have to go and get loads of different links and stuff to download the stuff that I'm putting in my build. But I had to make an exception today. So basically yesterday on the 18th of April, a custom content creator released a Pufferhead stuff pack, and it is so beautiful. I could not do a build with it. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm gobsmacked. I don't actually know how it is possible to create this much beautiful furniture, and the creator's giving it away for free as well, which is amazing. It's honestly, I'm not actually saying this, but it's probably better than some of the stuff packs that we've got from EA. It is just absolutely gorgeous, and I had to make an exception for CC. And so this whole build, I'm doing a Harry Potter inspired apartment. So I'm using all of the free stuff that we got with this, and I'm pretty sure I actually ended up using every single piece apart from the toddler bed, or I might be wrong, there might be some curtains as well. I'm not completely sure, but I think I used pretty much every single piece that came with this stuff pack in this build. So the pack actually has so much content in it. I'm actually gobsmacked. I don't know how long this took to create, but it's so perfect. I myself am not a massive Harry Potter fan. I remember when I was growing up, I had the first 3 Harry Potter films on VHS tapes, and I used to watch them. But when I got older, I just kind of stopped watching it, and I think I've seen every Harry Potter film. I'm not completely sure, but I haven't actually seen them the whole way through. I've just seen parts of them, or maybe I'm missing one. I'm not completely sure, but I'm not like a massive Harry Potter fan. But I really actually want to get into Harry Potter. I've been saying literally for the past year and a half or something that I want to have a Harry Potter marathon and just sit down and watch all the Harry Potter films, because I did really, really love it when I was little, but I just kind of didn't carry on when I was older. I don't know, I just kind of found new stuff to find interesting, but this has really inspired me to now go and have a Harry Potter marathon. It is so gorgeous, and I just can't even put into words how amazing this stuff is made. It literally looks so good. It looks like something that EA would bring out. It literally, this person needs to be hired by EA. I'm sorry, but they really do. Like, there's more stuff in this stuff pack than there is in some of the stuff packs that we've got given. There might even be the same amount of stuff in 2 stuff packs that we normally get. So the amount of items that we get in this stuff pack probably equates to maybe like 2 stuff packs that EA gives. It is amazing what this creator has done, and it's just so well done, and it fits in so perfectly, and it's just so cute, and it represents Harry Potter so well. And it is honestly, I just can't even put it into words, because I don't even know how to give it justice, because it is such a good little fan-made stuff pack. And I've seen quite a lot of fan-made stuff packs before, but this really deserved its little own video kind of thing. If you do want to see like an in-depth review of the pack, I know that Plumbella did a kind of overview of the whole pack yesterday. There is actually some clothing items as well. So I believe there's 2 hairstyles that comes with women's. I think one of them is just kind of like a block kind of hair, and then the other one's kind of got a little bit of highlights in. It's a very beautiful hair as well. We've got some clothing items. I can't even think what we've got, but it is so much, and it is so well representing Harry Potter. It's just, I'm in love with it. I'm gonna stop talking about how much I'm in love with it, because I don't want to ramble throughout this whole entire video. But I highly recommend, if you like Harry Potter, or if you just want some new content to play with in your game whilst you're waiting for another expansion pack or something, please download this, because it is so beautiful. And some of the swatches that comes with the bed stuff, I couldn't actually choose for the longest time. It's just amazing, and I will link the creator and all of her links down below so you can go and check her out. They even did a Harry Potter quiz. So on the Pottermore website there is actually a quiz, so you can get sorted into your certain houses and stuff. I've already actually taken the quiz on the Pottermore website, and I am a Hufflepuff, and the creator actually did one for The Sims, and it doesn't look out of place. It literally, she fitted everything in so perfectly, and you can take the quiz and it's so much fun. I actually got the same thing as what I got on the Pottermore quiz. So I got Hufflepuff, and again in this quiz I got Hufflepuff. I believe it's called something else though, I can't really think of it off the top of my head. I actually did the quiz a few days ago when I found out about the pack, so I highly recommend you download this pack because it is just so beautiful, and I cannot give a bigger round of applause to the creator because it's just so perfect. And as well, I want to mention it only requires base game to download this, so if you've only got base game you can play with this pack, and it's just a great little thing. And I'm just so happy that we've got so many amazing custom content creators in our community, and honestly some of the stuff that they do is just astounding, and it's just so beautiful and it's so well made. And the thing is, it doesn't even look out of place. It fits in with the game so perfectly. It's max match, and it's just so beautiful, and I'm really happy with it. But anyway, talking about the little apartment, so I decided when I saw the pack that I wanted to do a build especially for it because I feel like it deserves it. I can't even imagine the amount of time that went into making this, and so I knew that I wanted to build a little apartment. And so I decided that the people that live here are maybe a mum and her 2 daughters, and they're all Harry Potter fans and they absolutely love it, and maybe the mum writes Harry Potter fan fiction or something like that, I'm not sure. But I wanted to create a really cozy Harry Potter little apartment which just screams Harry Potter from every single corner. So as you can see, I've actually used this wallpaper, and I've pretty much used it throughout the whole entire build. With this pack we did get 2 wallpapers. One of it was this starry one which I've used kind of in the lounge area, and then there's another one with a paneling similar to the one that we got with Parenthood, just like that kind of paneling. I actually used the paneling in both of the bedrooms. So originally I was actually going to go for like a yellow theme in the mum's bedroom, but I decided actually that I was just going to go all out and do Harry Potter throughout the whole entire house. On the kitchen though, I did actually just use a Parenthood tile just because I thought it might look a little bit out of place if I have this starry wallpaper in the kitchen. And I didn't actually decorate the bathroom to be Harry Potter themed, I just designed it to be like a normal bathroom, but there is some pictures of Harry Potter references that we got with this little stuff pack in there as well, so it all kind of ties in together, and it's just amazing. It's just, I can't even put into words how great this pack is. I'm just so happy. I think my favourite item from this pack overall is them massive bird cages with kind of like the vines and flowers coming out of it. They are absolutely stunning, and so I put 3 of them in the lounge room because, like I said, they're my favourite and I wanted to utilise them as much as I can. So I sized one up, and then I just put another 2 either side of it in different colours. That is probably my favourite thing in this pack, but like I said, there is so many beautiful things in this pack, I can't put it into words. But anyway, I just want to mention, if you want to download this, you can. It will be on the gallery. My origin ID is JessicapieYT, so you can go and find it that way. You will have to turn on the custom content tab, obviously, because this includes custom content. But if you do like this, you can go and download it, and you can have it in your game, and you can play with all the Harry Potter themed stuff. I believe one of the objects is actually functional, so there is a little wand which I think I've placed on the fireplace and on the entry table, and I also place it around the build in other places. I haven't actually gone into live mode with this pack yet. As soon as I got it, the first thing I did was find an apartment that I wanted to build this little apartment in and just build. I haven't actually played around with it, but I'm pretty sure that the wand is functional. I might be wrong, but I've seen screenshots of people using the wand in their game and it looks really cool, so I think it is a functional object. But anyway, talking about the build a little bit, as you can see, I'm kind of doing like the lounge area. I used a fireplace that we got with cats and dogs, and I also just moved objects, a TV to be on it because I wanted to display all of the items that we got on kind of like the little shelf in the fireplace. So I displayed some books, I displayed some, like there's this little mug and it comes in so many different swatches, and it's got like scissors and pens and pencils in, and it's like, why can't EA do that? Like, it's so beautiful. I can't even, that's what I've been saying this whole entire video, but it's just so lovely, and everything in this pack is just so well made, and I can't actually fault it at all. It's literally just, I am not a massive Harry Potter fan, but I feel like this has made me become a massive Harry Potter fan because it's just so well made, it's so beautiful. Like I said, I'll link the pack and the creator and all of her links in the description box down below, so after you finish watching this video you can go and just download it and have it in your game and play around with it. And I think there is actually a way where you can download it separately, so if you don't want all of the items in this pack, maybe you just want the custom content of like clothing, or maybe you just want the custom content of the furniture or whatever, I think you can download it separately. I personally recommend you just download it all as one, because it is all so well made and put together, and it's just, I can't even put it into words. It's just so amazing, and I never thought I'd be doing a CC build, because I've always said that I would never, but I really did feel like this pack deserved its own video, especially for this pack, because it's just so amazing. But anyway, talking about the build a little bit, as you can kind of see, I'm just wrapping up the living room now. I've been doing these window ledges on my windows for a couple of months now, and I'm still just so obsessed with it. I think it just makes a apartment or a house just more realistic, because you do have window ledges anyway, and so I do like adding them into my builds. And on that one I just placed like a little bow and some more of the Harry Potter plushies and stuff. We did actually get a book with this as well, and so I actually put one book, and then I realised you could stack the books, and I might be wrong, but I think they're actually the same colour as some of the Harry Potter books that we have. I'm not completely sure. Like I said, I'm not a massive Harry Potter fan, but I think that some of the colours are actually the sides of the real book's colours, if that makes any sense. But anyway, moving on, I'm now doing the bedrooms. So originally this big bedroom was actually going to be the mum's bedroom, and the other bedroom, which I did make into the mum's bedroom, I was going to make into the children's bedrooms. But I actually decided that I wanted to have 2 children living here, and so I wanted to have like this really big grand room that they could play in, and they could show off all the Harry Potter stuff and all that kind of stuff. And so I decided to give them the bigger room, as there is 2 people living in this room, whereas the mum, I imagine, would be a single mum, and so she only has like 1 person in there. And so as you can kind of see, I've done the beds and the mattresses and stuff. So as someone who builds a lot, I've never actually played around with custom content beds. Like, this is actually the first bit of custom content that I've put into my game for a build. Like, I've got like a chicken coop and stuff like that, which I use for my own personal gameplay, but I've never actually downloaded any beds or anything, because I'm just too tempted otherwise to use them in the build, and I don't want to do CC builds all the time. And so it was a bit weird actually seeing like you have a bed frame and then you put the mattress on, but I love that because you can change the colour of the bed frame to whichever you want, and then you can add the mattress afterwards. Whereas with EA, if you like a bed, you can have that bed but only in that like bed frame colour, and only in that, I don't know, that certain swatch of duvet cover and all that kind of stuff. Whereas with this, you can just change the bed frame colour and then the mattress. There is so many colours. I can't even tell you how many colours there is for the bed frames. Not the bed frames, the bed covers, like the duvet. There is every single house. So there's the 4 houses, and then there's some more like calm down one with like patchwork, and I actually had a bit of a hard time choosing which ones to go for. In the mum's bedroom, it was where I was kind of debating going for like a more patchwork one, but in the end I decided to make her bedroom kind of like a Hufflepuff one, so she's got the yellow bedding, whereas the children's bedroom kind of have the red one with the llama on. I'm not completely sure, but I think the yellow one, which I did in the mum's bedroom, has a bunny on, I think. I can't really remember, but you'll see it in a minute anyway. So this stuff pack does actually include some more activities. I said about the wand earlier, but I've just reminded myself that there is actually some new activities as well. Well, the wand is more of like a new activity. There is some existing activities that have kind of been made to fit the Harry Potter theme. So you can kind of see that I've just pulled out that experimental table. We have one of them that came with base game, and I never use it because it's so ugly with the base game one, and it only comes in this horrible green swatch. But this creator created one for the Harry Potter theme kind of thing, and it's in such a lovely swatch, and I use that in this room. I also put in a desk, and there is actually one more activity table that we got, so it's kind of like the Don't Wake the Llama, but it's with a castle. I haven't actually played around with it, like I said, but I did actually add that activity kind of table into the mum's bedroom. It's only got 2 chairs. I did want to fit into this one, like this children's room, but I didn't actually have enough space for it, and so I just added it into like the mum's bedroom. There is only 2 chairs, so maybe one of the daughters wants to play, or maybe both daughters want to play and then the mum can't play it or something like that. I don't know, I couldn't really fit 3 chairs in. Obviously this apartment is built for like 3 Sims, or maybe it could just be I don't know. But anyway, there's only 2 chairs in it. I really wanted to fit 3, but I just couldn't do it with the way that I put everything out, and I didn't want to rearrange it all and all that kind of stuff. So there is that table as well. But as you can kind of see, I'm just adding so many posters into this room. There is these beautiful posters, like these framed posters that came with the stuff pack, and we have them in like the framed version, and then we also have some in kind of like the poster version with kind of one of the corners kind of like flipped over so it looks like it's worn, it's been there for some time. I absolutely love that. But there is also some little postcards in this like stuff pack as well. So you would have seen me add them in the lounge room. There is these like fairy lights that we got, and they have little pegs, and you can put the postcards on it and they snap to it. I also did it in the children's bedroom, and it's so lovely, and there is so many swatches. So there is a rectangular one, and then there's more of like a landscape one and a portrait one, I should say. And so both of them have so many different swatches, and I believe that if you have the portrait one and the landscape one, I don't think they're actually the same swatches. I think they're different swatches as well. And I just love that they clip to these little fairy light thing. It's just such a lovely little detail. But I did also just add some more postcards from the actual game as well. So I do actually have some saved rooms of postcards because I quite like using the debug menu items in my builds quite a lot, and I don't always want to turn it on and then make my like build menu so big. So I have actually sorted them into rooms, and I had one for postcards, so I just pulled it out when I was doing this little desk area, and I put it on the back of this desk because there's one of them little cork boards which we got with base game, and the postcards just kind of clip to it, so you don't even have to move objects. It literally just clips to it, and it's one of them little touches that just makes a massive difference. I don't understand why we don't have anything like this in the actual game. EA really needs to consider hiring this person because they are so amazing and creative, and I cannot sing their praises anymore. It's just such a well thought pack and just well designed, and it's just amazing. But anyway, I'm now on to the mum's bedroom. So there is a double bed as well in this pack. So there's a double bed and like a single bed, and there's also a toddler bed, which I didn't add because I didn't want to have a toddler in this build. But there is obviously the same kind of thing with the mattresses and the bed frame. You can just put them together. I absolutely love the double bed because I love all of it, but the double bed, it kind of is this bed frame, and it has some books in the side, which I think is so creative. And like I said with the like single bed, it comes in all these different swatches. I did, like I said, go for the Hufflepuff one just because I didn't want to be too repetitive, and I am a Hufflepuff, so I thought I might as well represent. But I'm just cluttering up this room now with some more of the items. I used some frame photos in this room, and I also put some shelves on, and I actually put this scarf on the shelf, which I actually put around the apartment as well. In the child's bedroom, I actually used it as kind of more like a blanket more than a scarf, but I think it's just so creative and it's just so perfect. But I am just finishing up this room now, and I'm just going to add some more posters, and I do actually add them chested drawers with kind of like the little treasure chest thing, suitcase, I don't know what it's called, but that is such a beautiful item. I do also add that into this room as well. But yeah, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me build this Harry Potter inspired apartment. I am so happy with all this new content that this creator has given us. Like I said, all the links will be in the description box down below, so you can go and download it and have it in your game and play with it. But anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. As always, if you do like my content, then please subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next Sims 4 speed building video. Bye guys.